Welcome to the deciding game of this best of 5 grand finals of the Star Ladder Invitational Chinese qualifier between VG Gaming versus IG. My name is Hades and joined with me PQMZ. Hello P, you ready?
Just about. Game 5.
5 seconds
Well, you wanted it, you called it, and here we are. One heck of a game, and not to mention right now, we weren't expecting this worry. It seemed like VG Gaming were actually going to sweep this up nice and clean.
Radiant team
Yeah, when they were 2 up, I would have bet on them with quite a substantial amount of money to go for the free. But I think IG just took a while to get the feel of the series, and they've adjusted quite nicely. And I'm really surprised they're allowed to get Lena again. Because while she did die a lot last game, she was also half the reason they won towards the end. And the hero's just so strong in general.
And you were saying that if they banned Lena, this would be a very different situation.
I just feel like it's... The hero's too good at the moment, I feel like. It's unfortunate because the hero's always in that. It's either just too bad to run or it's too good. There's never a balance with this hero. It's always one way or the other. I suppose it's just how it's designed.
So VG, going back to something they're more comfortable with, straight up picking up the Crystal Maiden and the Slaughter. Like the Chuan Maiden has been pulling off good positioning of the ultimates all the time, but it's just that because of how squishy the hero is, she just dies every single time. Like Laguna Blade, bang, no Crystal Maiden ultimate, and she basically tickles the rest of the team. But Boboka, they really don't hesitate to give this guy his Monkey King. Every time he Wukong's command, I swear my frames drop to the floor and we enter like the Carla mode. And whew. No Magnus this time denying it to IG.
Yeah, step 1 to not repeating the same mistake. I like VG's opening a bit more this game though, because they have at least some flexibility with the Sladar in where he goes, and they're not straight committed to having this Earth Spirit that is going to be your support no matter what. And that was half of VG's problem last game, because they locked their supports in straight away, and then they decided to go with Puck and Nyx as their 2 cores to accompany the Spectre, and it worked out great in the early game. But once they got to the point where IG basically became like a 3-core lineup between the Monkey, Lena, and Jog, the Spectre couldn't do enough on her own, and she needed like a support that would either scale into the game or an offlaner or a mid that would do it. So this gives them a lot more flex in their draft. Still can't believe Wraith King gets banned though.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just thinking, like, is this hero really that strong that VG Gaming see the need to ban it? Like, this is not something which IG has played so far in the games which we've casted.
It just fits the tempo controlling safe laner, I think. It takes a bit longer to get going than like Ursa or Lifestealer in certain situations, but it kind of creates the same situation once it gets rolling, and I mean, it makes sense. It's just, it's weird to see. Chinese scene's so different to Europe.
Speaking of which, we might see that Ursa, but whoa, they go back for the Abaddon pick, something greedier into XXS.
The NA region kicking in with some influence. I like this though. It's a good way to remove AMP. It's generally very hard to zone out, so VG might have a bit of pressure on their safe lane coming.
I'm always doubtful about the Abaddon pick, probably because I don't understand it enough, but you know, he's not that kind of offlaner where he can actually set up fights, initiate for you, or have some sort of crowd control. He's more of the I'm gonna run in, be annoying, keep my cores alive kind of thing, and yeah, it's just like you're banking on your team being able to create that kind of chaos, and you're helping them.
It's something you can get away with when you have Monkey and Lena, 2 good examples. Like a support that can initiate the fights and a mid laner who has a lot of control. Because you don't need that from your off laner if other heroes can provide it. You just kind of subsidize and change things out.
Shadow Fiend now coming up. We talked about Ursa, maybe that might be on the list for VG Gaming. They still could pick it up. They have the Slaughter, Crystal Maiden, and the Shadow Fiend to boot. Would suit it pretty nicely.
They did the exact same draft earlier.
Yeah. And
10
IG,
seconds
well, they have
remaining.
plenty of bonus time. They go back for the Vengeful pick. Well, that's also denying VG the Venge. You know, they could give it away, but this looks to be a burning Venge. The last time we saw this, IG in Game 3, they came back astonishingly in great style. 20 minutes game.
Yeah, it was a tempo that fit them really well.
10
And I
seconds
think
remaining.
Abaddon, Venge, Lina as cores, they fit really well with
5 seconds
timings and
remaining.
how they like to play the game.
Yep, so Ursa coming out. No surprise there.
Radiant team ban.
And
Don't know if it's good this game though.
you got Swap, and Abandon can really cause some trouble, especially with the Curse of Avernus. That passive is really strong. Like, the movement slow, the attack slow, and the bonus which you give to your teammates, that could be really strong,
10 seconds
especially
remaining.
against when you want to kite this Ursa around. But my big issue would be the Slaughter.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so Vici, there's an offlaner. Do they actually still go back for like an axe? Do you want to go for the Centaur again?
Mm. I don't know. I'm still debating if they want to do Slardar as an offlaner and maybe pick a different support, but I don't really see that having any
Dire team ban.
benefit. Right now, it's like I don't think there's any way they can pressure the lane if Invictus pick a standard support and just go bottom with Venge +1. No matter
10
what you put with the
seconds
Slardar.
remaining.
Maybe Adaxia? Maybe? That's like the only thing that
5
really comes to
seconds
mind.
remaining.
Or
It
they
would help with the Ursa getting kited as well.
What about Bat Rider for that instance? But then they have to deal with a Bad and Vengeful, so that's kind of risky.
Good for lane pressure, bad for overall game, I think.
What about Nature's Prophet then? I mean, we saw Faceless do something like that.
10 seconds.
The Sprout could be
remaining.
really annoying, but Enchantress. So Slaughter off
This
lane
is a way to
Enchantress.
pressure the lane. I
Very
like this.
strong. This is a very good way to pressure the lane, and
Mage
IG.
can't deal with this,
Yeah, I don't think
actually.
IG were even anticipating this.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like the offlane Enchantress thing as well, but regardless, it's
10
probably
seconds
going to be Ench going bottom with Slardar and putting stuff in Venge's face
5
that she doesn't
seconds
want to have
remaining.
there. So, I think this is a really good way of solving the
Reserve time.
problems. It's definitely an out I didn't see.
1 minute left. Yeah, they're gonna be very hard pressed on what they want to do. If they were intending to give Burning that Vengeful Spirit, unless they don't have a choice to put it into pause 5, they give it to Q. Then as a safe lane, maybe something like a Sven, but the Sven feels tough. They go back for the Witch Doctor, so this will be the Burning Vengeful Spirit. You said that he knows this hero very well about hitting those timings. I hope this game is gonna be enough.
So who do you favor
Me?
based on draft?
I want to go with VG. I like the Slaughter Enchantress. I always favor those kind of dual lanes.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to go with the Lina.
Lina? Really? You like the Lina pick? You think it's gonna help them this game?
I think Aichi's draft is just it has a little less pressure on them in the lanes, I feel like, and the only problem I really see them running into is if they lose control of the Roshan pit and they chain feed to like an Aegis. That's where VG can really amp up the pace and put a lot of pressure on the game. But if that doesn't happen, I think IG have like just an overall stronger team fight. And they have so many annoying heroes, like playing into Cask, Monkey King, Abaddon. I don't know, it's hard ask.
Okay, before that, let's just go into the introduction. This will be our last introduction, as this is the deciding game, ladies and gentlemen. You really don't want to miss this game. Share it with your friends. Get them here because this is going to be a hype one. Burning playing on the Vengeful Spirit. Q playing on the Witch Doctor. Boboka gonna be playing on the Monkey King. OP on the Lina. You have XXS playing on the Abaddon. For the Dire side, VG Gaming End will play the Ursa. HYM on the Crystal Maiden. Ori playing on the Shadow Fiend. Chuan. It's gonna be Enchantress, the Enchantress. And Yang on the Slaughter. We have not seen the Enchantress in a very long time, which means that he'll be the pause 4. And HYM will actually be playing the pause 5. This is interesting. They're doing a bit of a role swap.
Probably just a comfort thing on heroes. This was one of Chuan's better heroes back in the day. I haven't seen him play it in what feels like years. It's probably not been years, but you get the point. There's a lot of pressure on him this game, I think. If his creeps spawn in the right areas and he gets the right use out of them early, he can really mess with Aegis lanes, which is half the reason they went aggro.
Wait, why does he have that effect on? Oh right, he has an orbital decay, but oh, burning. They find first balance at the end. So I got a bit distracted. I was like wondering why the Enchantress had like that tiny effect around her.
Cosmetics are irrelevant, man. Well, to sum up the first blood, Ursa goes for Bounty Rune, finds 3 heroes, dies.
Okay.
If that bit wasn't already implied.
Just in case, yeah, there's a 1 on the scoreboard for those of you who don't know. But first blood going to the bench. Was it? Yeah. That's big. And Q already going to the bottom lane. N is actually going to be playing up against XXS. Casket's bouncing around. Casket, and N will just walk this one off. But top lane, it's going to be Yang playing against these heroes. I don't think it feels good, man. Burning. Like, it's just the power of the bench. The laning presence is so strong. With Bobica, Yang, I think he actually could get called out a few times this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'd be way less concerned about the slider though, and I'd be sorry for the bear. He's not going to have a fun time in this lane, I don't think. Abaddon's one of the few heroes I feel like can actually pressure him. And Witch Doctor's one of the better zoning supports. And until someone goes down there, he's all on his own.
Coconut's bouncing around again. Oh, that's very annoying to deal with. And if he gets points into the Maledict, he can really do some serious damage to end. Top lane, and Enchantress going around with the flank. They have the Satyr going for the big Hadouken, and Bobica will take a bit of damage. Burning looks like he'll just run back as Bobica will sacrifice his life. So Burning going to run to the shrine.
Peasant feeds for the Emperor yet again.
Hey, he's the Emperor, man. You don't question him.
No.
Right.
Would you question Burning?
I wouldn't.
No way.
He's the B god. Why would I?
Exactly. And that's Bobica's mentality as well. I'm sure.
I think that's just IG's mentality. But now lead the Hellbat slow. Bobica, he just spawned. Can he get out? He's gonna sell up OP middle lane. They will kill Ori with Burning, picking up a haste rune. But no, with the Primal Spring, he's gonna be okay. Bobica, sneaky.
He knows the limits of juking with this hero pretty well.
I'll take that.
It's definitely an art.
So IG 2-1. VG will be a bit nervous every time they lose a hero during this laning phase.
And SF's not having a fun time either. This is kind of expected though.
Oh, they want to kill N. Won't get the stun. They did use to wave a Terror for vision, but he was too far in, so no way to kill him off there. Now he just goes to the top lane, soloing up against Bobica.
It's musical lanes, man.
Burning's back top as well. He's like, okay, hi.
Burning's actually not doing too good in the CS either.
5 and 3.
He did get the bounty rune in a kill or two, but so far not hitting creeps. Which is a very unburning-esque thing. He's become much more aggressive in the recent years, but still.
Tron and HYM smoked up. They're just waiting for Burning to step out of line. Even the Emperor will cross the line once in a while, and he has. I think they can.
And no sacrifices this time.
Nobody to help him out. HYM getting the frostbite. 1 stomp, make it 2. And oh, Coconut's not gonna save him. Down goes Emperor Burning.
And now the Shadow Fiend's in some trouble as well if the monkey gets the wraparound. This could be a really easy kill.
Going in for the spring, will not find it. Ori dodging that one. I don't think he didn't have vision there, so
I think the courier saw him when he was flying over. I'm not 100% sure, but that might have just clipped.
Might have.
And if it did, then that's very fortunate courier timing.
Invis
That was a
onto
pretty easy
Bobica.
gang.
Could make for a play into HYM, but Yang, he's also reading this. He's coming around behind the tower. And very nice lane wall, the rune wall, which did spot him out, so they know what's going on. Burning. They put out the sentries and the observer. They see Bobica there immediately. Bunning's
I
just trying
think
to
he
roam.
saw them place it.
I think so too. Yep. Alright. Tangos it. Doesn't give it to B-God. Oh, bad Bobica. Bad Bobica.
He needs his boots, man. Screw the Emperor. And you gotta do what you gotta do as a support, you know?
No, don't give the ideas to Twitch. They might end up like stealing last hits. You don't want to give anyone that kind of idea.
In what bracket do people care about, like, stealing last hits? It's a thing in everywhere, man. Just say, 2,000 gold away from Midas. And spam click that shit. And then you'll be fine.
Rip
That's
Bubs.
what,
Rip Bubs. I blame PQ.
people don't take influence from me, man. It's what the players do, not what the commentators say.
It has to start with somewhere. Alright, so Crystal Maiden will actually be babysitting Ori, looking for the creeps. They have the Purge available. They will be diving for XXS, but he senses the danger, immediately backs off. Top lane, however, the Boundless Strike on to end. They have the Coconut. And with the Maledict, I think they have enough with the Primal Spring, and you're not running anywhere. Bear eats Monkey. Wow! That damage, and alright, he gets the trade.
Yeah, Max Fury swipes so far, so stacks paying dividends. Still a good trade for them, though.
Carry for support, and this way Burning has free time up in this lane, which means he can catch up on CS.
Yeah, that would be ideal. And it's now getting to the point where I think VG are going to have to sack this mid lane entirely, and this
They're
SF
just gonna dive
movement comes
XXS. We only get him before his ultimate comes up, right under the tower. But it looks like the TP, they're Burning will cancel the TP. This means they can go back in for XXS. Nah, just kidding. So, alright. This way Burning gets to stay top
Dire's
lane.
middle tower is under attack.
Whew, this is rough. So what's the next play here? Like if you're the Shadow Fiend, what items do you feel you need to go for this game? Is this a Shadow Blade game? Is this like a Yield Scepter? Or do you still go for like your Dragonlance first?
Probably Tread Tequila Wand Dragonlance.
Maximum stats.
Yeah. The typical SF build that plays around the early game fighting with your team makes the most sense to me here. Because you want to hit a timing where the Ursa has like Blink and a Mask. Maybe your Slardar has a Blink. And you fight at your most efficient points. I could definitely see for going like the Dragonlance and getting a Shadow Blade instead. If the game starts feeling a bit more split. But definitely some fighting items.
XXS, well, his
Starts
ultimate
small, though.
drop, bottom lane. He actually has a Midas now, so this is going to be that very greedy XXS where at least they have late game secure. Oh, misses the cart. That's a chunk of gold not going his way. The Enchantress will be heading to the top lane of HYM. May find Emperor, Burning, and Q if they're lucky. Plenty of units. Casket's only level level 3. May not be able to cause that much havoc, but we'll see. Oh, they used the scan. Yep, perfect timing on the scan from the Radiant side, and IG will just back out, not wanting to take the risk. They're baiting right now. Purge. Coconuts bouncing around. Oh, this is annoying. So Bunny gets a bit of extra gold.
Playing on the edge of...
Illusion.
I don't... That's just risky, but... Their game sense is, like, something to be admired. You know, if they're 5 seconds slower at realizing what's happening, they might get double killed there, and then VG might end up taking the tower as collateral, and the game suddenly starts to snowball a bit. Instead, it stays as like a stalemate. Which I think IG get more out of right now.
Oh, they wanted to try for the Crystal Maiden, but unfortunately, you know, out of range. And they didn't have a Boundless Strike. So Ori's gonna be waiting for the camps. He realizes the danger in the lane, so he's just basically taken to this area. Jungles both sides. With the level 4 razors, you need to. You basically have to do that. Bottom lane, Young, we haven't talked about him for a while. He's halfway to a Blink Dagger already, and him against XXS. Like, do you think this is still the Radiance game for XXS?
I don't think I've seen a game with Abaddon having any kind of farm priority where he hasn't gone for it eventually, so I suspect they don't deviate. Probably pick up like Phase and a Wand first, but yeah, I'd expect a Radiance.
They want the Laguna Blade onto OP. If they can get the Laguna. Yes, they can. Down goes HYM. Right under his tier 1, no TPs. Ursa. Oh, the Ward scouts him out though. Going straight for the Roche pit, or maybe not.
Oh, back to the farm. And I think this is why the slow game is favoring IG so much more. Because right now VG don't have the greatest tools to make plays happen. They're very reliant on these smoke ganks connecting and the right creeps being at the right place. Whereas IG, if they see a chance, and Monkey King is very good at forcing the chances, and Lina provides enough damage that you can pretty much one and done before teams can react. Worst to worst, you might have to sacrifice your support.
Young, amplify up onto Bobacut. They know where the monkey is, but at the same time, they know that the Roshan's gonna be there. Oh, okay, he takes the Aegis just in the nick of time. Burning throws a stun out into Slaughter, but the caskets, oh no, he's gonna swap into Q. Q will be the sacrificial lamb. Dragon Slave coming out doing a fair bit of damage, but misses the stun. So Ori, meanwhile, cleans up Bobacut right in the trees. Ooh, how did they take him out? Okay, they knew he was there. Interesting.
He was amped.
Oh, he was amped. Alright. Forgot about that. So, quick, 2 easy quick kills. They get the Roshan. Wasted time for Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, that was like the one stipulation I put on VG having a really good game, is if they like chain feed and get a rush. IG were benefiting a lot from just having like a more stagnated laning stage, where they get a bit more off the map and they can put a bit more pressure, but they get drawn into a really bad fight, and now VG kind of equalize their, albeit fairly small deficit, but now they have to play around in Aegis for 5 minutes, which is harder said than done when all the towers are up. There's a lot less space on the map.
Okay, so let's take a look at the net worth graph for now. Just over 1,000 favoring VG, the XP, just a bit of 500. It's very narrow, like nothing too, special, nothing one-sided. But which is the next power spike for N? Do you think he gets the Blink Dagger and things they just start going ham?
That's pretty much the cue, yeah. If you can get the Blink before the Aegis runs out, that's ideal timing for the SF to finish his Dragonlance and then go push down at least the remaining tier 1s that the Aegis lasts for. I'm not so sure they'll be too confident going without an Aegis, so the sooner you can get the Blink, the better.
Burning taking the ganking role. Pinging him under the tower, they know he already showed face. Crystal Maiden putting a ward down, they know this, they already used the scan. Q is alone, he even puts his own ward down. Frostbite comes up, Tron could think about going for the enchantment to the slow and Q at least, but doesn't seem like he has the range for it. Okay, just taking a golem and they will take themselves to top tier 1. Bit of a trade for the bottom tier 1, so pretty okay unless they decide to TP in and try to contest the tower. Dragonlance on the way for your Shadow Fiend.
Slardike just got his Blink, so if they want to TP in, they have the initiation.
Oh, the nice double crush with the Blink initiation. But where's the follow-up? Oh, nice double bundle strike catching them both. But N meanwhile just polishes off the monkey nice and quick. Burning will also go down. And they're going straight for OP, getting the crush. Down goes Lina, I think, but the Fortitude she will debuff, trying getting in Laguna Blade to the face, but Witch Doctor are not going to do much, make it 4, and now they're going to lose 5. XXS borrowed time, they want to try kill HYM at least. This Crystal Maiden, save the Crystal Maiden, support lives matter. Now she goes down, you have failed your support, but it's okay, 5 for 1, very, very worth it.
Support lives don't matter that much, unfortunately. Cores really don't mind. But I don't think IG had any idea Slider had a Blink. Because I think they're under the assumption if they show the TPs they can just walk out. They have the monkey that can scout on the side and like stop the initial advance. But they just got caught with their pants down. And this is the kind of snowball that really favors VG. Like, this is all just from that one Aegis fight. It's all building towards them getting to a point that IG don't really have the tools to fight them with. Like, other than going for this Midas, sure, it's nice and all, his net worth's higher than it would otherwise be, but his impact in fights doesn't really matter if he can't stand in the front lines, because he dies in...
Initiation finds a 3-man crush, big stuff, but can end, going up, the enemy's gonna kill Q. Light Strike Away will connect onto him. Okay, He still has the Aegis XXS, Borrow Time's gonna be proc, he doesn't really care, and I think they want to keep on going. Yang, yep, they will kill off that Abaddon, and no way he's getting a Radiance that easily. Rage, he wants to look for more kills, but it's okay. They say, guys, objective gaming, Aegis will be popped. And Yang, he's looking for more blood, he needs to... Oh, he'll find Bobica, misses the crush! But the Amplify, they know where he is, he's gonna immediately Primal Spring away with a very long impetus doing a chunk of damage. That's gonna be the tier 1 going down.
I don't think IG have much right defending this, so... Fortification down, tower gets cleaned up.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Very nice
And
and quick.
VG's train is gonna keep rolling.
So how do you see IG stopping that?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think for now it's dodge to a certain degree. The Aegis is out of play now, but I really don't think they have any tools to fight. Like the Lena's building towards the Bloodstones, so no interactive items whatsoever. Abaddon's working towards the Solar Crest, but right now Medallion doesn't really do much. I don't know, it feels like they're really relying on Monkey to give them some vision and then maybe get a pick to start the fight. Other than that, they're grasping at straws.
Like,
And I really like how he's placing these wards and then cutting trees.
Middle tower has fallen.
This is some next level supporting.
very sneaky wards. And now it looks like they're going to take their time to invade this area. They have a smoke. They could find Yang. They know they saw the Amplifier already into the slaughter. They have a ward there. They know the Crystal Maiden is there as well. Not the ideal kill if they can kill. And there's the big one, but immediately blink out. Wow, quick reflexes. HYM with the Boundless Strike. And now with the Primal Spring, immediately goes down to XXS. So okay, you lose your Crystal Maiden, but at least your Ursa gets out. And you don't want him to die. That's more important right there.
Yeah, that is the definition of space. Unfortunately, no one's using the space because all 10 heroes are on the same side of the map in the same 2-3 screens. But as you said, the CM is a necessary casualty.
Double damage.
So let's take a look at the first talents. No surprise, attack speed coming out on the Shadow Fiend. Ursa going for the plus 25 damage. Lina taking the cast range, not the Light Strike array damage this time actually. And Burning, well, he's pretty much not at level 10 yet.
Poor guy.
Abaddon's like went for the EXP gain, so he wants to be gaining those levels. With the Medallion, I think they take the tower, or at least do a bit of chip damage to this tower. But Yang is in the vicinity, he wants to go back in, he's looking to fight.
This is one way that VG can get caught out though. If they get a bit too over-aggressive trying to defend the tower and chase into IG, they can maybe turn a fight. But I think if IG are the ones initiating like under the tower, VG have the same thing. They'll just turn the fight.
The Enchantress Hellbear is going to be scouting out XXS. So at least if they want to fight, oh, blinking for it, getting the crush into Q. But Coconuts will bounce to the Ancients, and that's Burning. Wait for Tech to just scare them a bit back. Laguna Blade, immediately down goes Chuan. HYM ultimate. Oh no. Alright, so now the Wukong's come across with the Requiem of Souls, dealing a ton of damage. OP goes down immediately, and the Crystal Maiden ultimate will pretty much bring everyone else low. That's going to be 3 heroes down into the grave. XXS also should be pulling him down, and there we go. But they know the monkey's in the trees. They need to kill the monkey. Can they kill the monkey? I don't think they can. Looking for the crush. Do they have Cooling Blade? I don't think so. They're just going to leave the monkey there. 4 for 2. No way to kill the monkey.
That Monkey King ult did so much damage. He did 2,500. That's half the damage of like his entire team for that fight. But yeah, just Chuan taking the hit, forcing the fight to start, and then the information he gains and all the spells he tanks gives the rest of his team the chance to basically win the fight. And now Ursa is 300 gold away from his BKB, which is going to be a huge problem item. Their ways of controlling him pretty much swap and maybe kiting with the shield. That's about it once he pops BKB. But good luck with that. And Shadow Fiend also has his, so their timings are coming out at a nice synergy.
Let's see. Okay, so the lean on this game, if there's anyone you had to choose between the 5 on VG, like who would you really want to nuke down first? Like she's just completed the Bloodstone. Do you
Probably Slaughter.
Slaughter? You wouldn't go for like the Shadow Fiend first?
Well, it's hard to nuke the Shadow Fiend down when he's got the BKB, right? And his team's going to focus a lot around defending him, but it's also a very tall ask that you get to see the Slaughter before he's jumping on you. In an ideal world, this is probably the most important hero, because he's the one that probably starts a fight and then gets out, starts doing 2 or 3 more stuns when VG get on the front foot, which is very likely they will now that they have 2 BKBs. They just need one hero to jump, the heroes to waddle in or blink in, press their BKBs, and then IG are going to run. And then Slada gets 2 or 3 more stuns.
And you can tell VG really wants to fight now. Like they have the 10-second BKBs, they use the scan. Immediately they need to get out. I think they want to fight under the shrine. Young immediately getting out the amplify and trying to kick him down, but the swap immediately from Burning. They pop the shrine already. Young has fallen, but a 10-second BKB from N. He has to be careful. That duration already starting to expire. Already trying to bait him to a nice choke point. They have the Requiem of Souls. I think he wants to fight there. Really, he's gonna pop it. Let it go! And that's a ton of damage out to the XXS. The broad time will be blocked, but the Monkey King ultimate and nice bridge stock to ultimate. They'll be forced to get out. VG Gaming need to retreat right now. There's no way they take this fight with the manpower advantage going the way of Invictus Gaming. And that'll be IG baiting them to the shrine. Very nice fight for them.
Sometimes you forget how big a difference the shrines can be. You think 2 fresh BKBs are fight changing, and then also the Slada just went way beyond the reach of his team. Like Shadow Fiend is a very immobile hero. He doesn't have any way of making the distance like Sladar and Ursa can.
I think they were just feeling a bit too overconfident since they did have the double damage on the Shadow Fiend. But now, they get themselves an Aegis. IG basically saying we're not out of this game just yet. And that ward just expired under their noses, so IG will know that they did have vision, they just didn't care. And alright, so things are looking more and more intense, P. Like, basically VG. Was that considered a throw fight from them?
I wouldn't say throw, but definitely ambitious. It does mean that IG have more of a foothold in the game for sure. Because I think if VG get that Aegis, especially if they get the same kind of convincing fight that IG got beforehand, the game looks extremely grim. But with how it is at the moment, I don't think VG are going to mind too much that they don't get the Aegis. They still have plenty of ways to win the game and plenty of ways to make plays.
I mean, we can take this time to appreciate as well, like how Bobaka has had so much impact in these fights every single time. He's always been in the right places.
And it's only going to get more impactful now, right?
More cancerous. And wait, he's going to get a Halberd in his quick buy. Do you agree with the Halberd pickup? I think it's good against Ursa, so that's okay.
You can't push it off, right? So I don't know. I always like either Shadow Blade or BKB as the follow-up item, just so you've got either survivability or the
top tower is under attack.
Just kiting so you can stay in your ult longer. But he's really good at finding the right position before the fight and then dropping his ult. And his team's also really good at kind of keeping in and around there. I don't know, I suppose with the Abaddon, maybe he doesn't need to worry too much about his survivability. He can go a bit more utility based.
Looks like he will decide to go back for that Radiance now. He did, you know, Solar Crest was just like pretty much the first item. 2800 gold, almost under Relic, and they're just happy to slow things down, especially the way the pace of the game is going. But who would you say has the more definitive, better late, clearly superior late game between the two teams?
I think IG have more cores going into the late game, but I don't think there's a definitive this team's better late game. Ursa does fall off, but at the same time,
we've got Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. And the Enchantress. This hero can be really good late game. Same thing with Slada.
But can she still scale though? Because she doesn't have, like, you know, any Midas to help her farm. And how do you can't even jungle that efficiently because you have the Shadow Fiend who is, you know, he's just doing Shadow Fiend things. He's gonna clear the whole jungle.
Yeah, she gets her fight. She gets her farms. she gets gold through winning fights, which VG can still do. Don't get me wrong though, if you're looking at pure carry potential, Venge scales better than Ursa for the most part. Monkey King is actually probably the best carry in the game. He just never gets played as one, because he just has way more impact in this situation. And we all know how annoying Lina is.
You hate to be the target to get Laguna bladed.
And it's not even Laguna Blade at the later portions of the game, it's just her right clicks, right?
So
it's all scary.
Yeah, and the way her talents work with the extra attack range, you have the, the plus 40 fiery soul per stack. That's
such a good talent.
It is. It's extremely disgusting, and she's the new sniper, like you said. She's the new sniper, and even when the way they siege, but now hold on, VG Gaming going for a bit of a smoke of their own. They use the scan. That's the Abaddon, but it feels rough. The top lane is pushed out. They know what's going on, and the scan has already been used. Great timing coming up from IG, and they're gonna just dodge this. Abaddon still farming around. Okay, no, he's running as well.
The greed is not real. That's a sick read from IG. If you look where the lanes are, it's like pretty indicative that they would defend this tower top if they weren't doing something. And we'll see how good his game sense really is, because if he hits the tower once
no,
more,
the misses the crush, but he gets the amplify out. He's gonna Primal Spring, go for the TP out. He's way too far, no way to cancel, and that's gonna be the tower going down just like that. A wasted tower.
that was so close. But even if he dies there, I think the tower's worth it. VG spent so long for that smoke. He basically took the tower from 100 to 0, I think, which is pretty quick.
Babaka just continuing to impress on this Monkey King. Sanj almost completed, and he's going to give a bit of gold to Q.
Nice guy.
Well, both his supports, they understand each other's pains, and
he should give some gold to Burning, man.
I agree. Well, maybe he spent
Burning's more utility though.
But I think he spent too much on his wedding. That's why he's poor right now.
Maybe. Weddings cost a lot, man.
They do. Have you seen Singapore's cost of living? It's crazy, man.
I actually haven't. Care to enlighten me?
Alright, so I think in Australia you buy like a BMW for like 80,000 or something. And in Singapore it's like a few $100,000.
Ouch. I'm quite happy driving my like 25 grand cars. I'll live with that.
Dude, you haven't even factored in the cost to like buy the license to drive a car. Like, you need something else besides a license. You have to get like this thing called a certificate of, what's it called, COS? Yeah, you need basically the certificate which allows you to drive, besides the license, and it costs you like a few tens of grands, and it's just so expensive, man.
Alright, stay away from Singapore.
I mean, we're nice.
Well, not stay away, but you don't live there for your career, basically is what you're saying.
Oh well, and back into the
Visit
game.
but don't stay.
Smoke up from IG, XXS walking all the way in like a boss, but it's a trap. VG not going to fall for this. They will just retreat, go back to a choke point. If anything, yeah, they're just gonna hide near the areas where they have vision at.
I also think nighttime's a big deal. Just like the monkey nerf to the vision was such a big deal at nighttime. If you take that fight in day and he's in the tree line, he just gives you flying vision over everything. Whereas at nighttime, it's like, it's barely a circle around the hero. But I don't blame BG for not fighting there. They don't really have the best vision. The tower got pretty low. They got something out of it. Feels like it's all just a building point to the next Roshan though. Teams just kind of shadowing each other and then not taking the engagement due to risk.
So we're pretty much at this point right now between VG and IG. It's still very, very even. Net worth, it's strangely not even that far ahead in favor of VG, despite having the slight kill score advantage. Net worth, so EXP is just like a bit over 5,000, favoring VG, and I don't know, I expected it to be a bit more, but this game is still so intense in this game 5, and now both teams taken to that calculative Chinese daughters, that discipline which we are so used to seeing. they're not going to take risks at this point.
No, you wouldn't expect them to. If they were gonna do it, they'd have probably done it earlier in the series. I suppose the biggest risk is the Roche. That can always be chopped up as an awkward decision to make.
VG.
Especially when like the other team can scout you out and annoy you through the pit. Like Monkey around the Roshan pit is one of the best heroes.
Turning into a little tree, standing on the top. I can't even select him, can I? Oh, what I have.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, this is so annoying. Bottom lane being pushed out. And both teams just kind of circling around the Roche pit. They see their bad in there, the corrosive haste. If they can get the borrowed time to proc, that would be pretty big. Not enough. And now of the crush on the 3 heroes, in fact. But that's going to be okay. They just heal him up. They're just waiting for the Roshan. Courier didn't exactly... Oh, it just spawned.
And the Monkey sees it, I think.
Pretty
PG,
sure
however, don't have a clue. What they do have, though, is Slider BKB, so he's going to be able to get, hopefully, multiple jumps in a fight instead of jumping in and getting blown up by the Lina, like he did at the Shrine.
So they get the tier 2. And
that's a Ursa for the Ursa now.
They're going back to the Roshan. They want to start this, but it seems so risky. IG once again circling around the pit. They're just watching VG try to start this. Bubblecar inside the pit. It's going to be daytime in under a minute, so they can't try for that. They see the Roshan walking back, so they know that VG Gaming was there. And both teams are just basically having this like stare off, like who is, I don't know, who's the bigger bully in the playground kind of thing.
I don't know who the bigger bully is, but I think if Roche isn't in the picture, IG are a bit happier. I think VG really need this Aegis to push through as a win condition. Whereas IG, I really don't think if they can stop the Roche from happening, they're a bit more content. It feels like VG are definitely the ones that want to force this, because they're reliant on it.
Going for a
They need their fix.
I think they want to try and wrap around. They're waiting for VG, but VG playing this very, very disciplined. And I'm pretty sure they saw the Dragon Slave, so they know that OP was on the other side.
They're gonna know their smoke.
Double damage, double damage. This could be a big rune. But the little skeleton, they see the Radiance and they know that they're smoked down. Now they pretty much confirmed it, and they're just gonna wait near that shrine area. But this Roshan is happening. The Alpha Wolf is gonna walk and scout things out.
They just want to bait the fight so Monkey can get like a huge ult, I think.
Oh, nice big ultimate. But the BKB comes out, burning, swapping out OP. He's gonna be okay. That's big. Oh, the nice bash proc. And XXS, he's just gonna walk back in. He still has the borrow time. Now it's gonna proc. Oh, I'm not sure what he's gonna do here right now, but N gonna start ripping out burning. That Laguna Blade wasted as the Rage was there. Yang getting the crush, but no Ori with a big Requiem of Souls. Oh no, it's a disaster for Invictus Gaming, and Bobaka, he's gonna try and contest this Roshan. Can he steal it? No, Ori gets it, and it's gonna be a full team wipe for VG Gaming. They win that, so IG with the bait. Now looks like they just outbaited themselves.
Yeah, VG just read the situation. They tried to use the Monkey ult to secure the Roche, but they got out and then went back in. How long is it? It's like 15-second duration or something? Yeah, 13. So they waited out. They got the reward.
Oh, under the tier 4 Q goes down. VG Gaming about to seal this game with the tier 3 tower, going for the middle lane of barracks. They might even find a second. The spawn timers are kind of short, but it's too late.
They can't get a second down to the tier 2s.
They might even get the tier 3 though. Oh wait, the tier 2's there. Okay, I didn't see that, sorry. But yeah, now it's down, and this could be a big opening for them. Or they could just go straight for the shrines, the much safer option.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to force high ground when you can clean out your shrine, get the next set of items. Because they're all in and around the 2000 mark plus, which is a decent sized item. Like,
top lane, ton of creep. This is actually a big amount of damage here. Oh, look at the tower. They have the siege card, like what's 5 to 6 range creeps. That's a lot. They do get the shrine. The Shadow Fiend is starting to hurt more and more like crazy. MKB, Sanjit, Yasha can decide to complete that Hurricane Pike. We look at Enchantress. Well, still trying to complete that Aghanim Scepter. The Slaughters, BKB, Shadowblade now completed on his part. Ursa went for the Vlads with the Deso, so that's why they push so fast. Like, I like his movement, just going straight for burning all the time.
Yeah, he knows his role in these fights.
And burning with the Blightstone. Does he actually go for a Deso? Do you think that can help them turn around at least with terms of damage output?
I think this is just a casual pickup because it's really synergistic with the hero. I doubt he'll finish a Deso. That's probably the last item on his mind. Maybe a Manta? I don't know. I feel like he needs some kind of utility survival. BKB doesn't really do that much for you. Because you're dying to the right clicks as opposed to the stuns. Sure, the stuns enable you to get right clicked, but you can Manta out of the both of them, honestly. His reactions are good enough. As long as he knows the Sladar's coming, you can dodge the stun and then you can get out of Frostbite, etc. Yeah, I think the biggest problem is the amp, honestly. You just can't fight if that's on you, and one way to remove it is better than hoping you can rely on a BKB.
So the tier 2 tower goes down just like that. All the shrines gone as well. They just want to get the lanes pushed out back in their favor. XXS, this is a bad pick. That's why I say it feels so greedy. You know, when you have Venge going around, XXS, you're creating space for him. I just don't see it really working out.
I think it was mostly like a clash of timings between the two teams that VG just got the better of, which kind of looked like it nullified the hero entirely. As I said, Roche was like VG's ticket this game, and IG really messed up with like the first attempt. And now like Slider has a heart, he's super tanky.
Ori picking up a double damage rune. How many double damage runes has he picked up? I feel like this is like the third or fourth this game already. Like,
definitely the second. I'm not sure it'll be too impactful though, because it looks like IG are bailing.
Bobica waiting on inside the trees, doing his usual monkey business.
Oh, they hit the scan straight off.
They know he's there. But,
they have no vision though.
They know he's there. Ooh. Hold on, turning to a tree. Using the Primal Spring, he's just gonna leap away and TP out. So meanwhile, Bear looking in the trees for a bit of honey, won't find anything.
Nope, he's a sad Pooh Bear. What? It's really hard to catch this hero when you don't have any form of vision, like a Shiva's or... It's just so aggravating to play against, actually. And now they have the Naga Abaddon to deal with.
Octarine core in the way?
Probably. I mean, Octarine's really good on the hero with the cooldown reduction and makes you tanky. I don't think this game's gonna last long enough for him to get an Octarine though.
I agree, because right now they're just so farmed. Look at, even Q's in the bottom lane, trying to push. He's not gonna get the tier 2, but the siege is already happening. And just pops the rage. He has the cheese, gives it to the Shadow Fiend. So they just
I don't think they have a reason to like stop sieging. I think that's strong enough.
Getting the crush onto the Abaddon. Look at the impetus damage. What is borrowed time? I don't even know. Wow. He's at like 160 HP. He has to go back. Walk of Shame to the shrine. He's like, I'm sorry guys, I won't do it again. But alright. Tier 2 tower does fall, but they can go back to sieging. That Shadow Fiend hurts like a truck. It's basically like when you lay out the Corrosive Haze, you're just throwing a nuke at him. It's a tank.
No, you don't even need the haze. The hero is just like 400 damage a pop.
He's gonna spank you all the time with those fiery balls in his hands. And now they're just gonna go straight in the middle lane, saying, I'm right here, guys.
Just a casual lane swap.
Going to the bottom lane. Oh, getting the crush onto Bobica. Swap out immediately. But will Bobica die here? The impetus is not going to be enough. Nice miss. And alright, now they just back off. Do you see them taking a fight here? They put on the sentry, throwing out the coconut. Looks like they really want to go, but N going straight to the back line. He's going to get some hits in onto XXS, who dispels the Manta Star. So dispels the Corrosive Haze with the Manta Star. On the strike, landing to the S at the very back. But Chuan goes down. Now a huge Wukong's come onto the bound. Bobica, and now down goes H1 Blue, trying for the Requiem of Soul. He's not going to be making that off. Now he's going to pop it, look at the crush, big amounts of damage, and that's going to be OP going down. Bobica still inside the trees, and they're going to go for a bit more. Yang still has to crush off in 1 second, and no, he blinks and he takes care of the B guard. And that's going to be Q, also falling into the grave. There goes one crush, down goes Q. And this is going to be the tier 3 tower if they don't get the buybacks out right now. The fortification has already been expended. And Primal Spring coming in. And hello! Trying to use that bash. Magic missile, they will sacrifice Yang. So that's going to be the rest of VG Gaming just backing off. But it did cost them the B God's buyback.
Gold and sweet.
He's a glorified support at this point. With that net worth. At least they hold their axe though. Like that's the most important thing. At this point, the net worth of your burning player is not so important.
So if you googled burning, you would find legendary support player. Okay, got it.
I mean, he played support for a while and he's damn good at it, so that's probably why he knows how to play carry Venge.
Chuan did see Bobica, who is now going to go for that primal away, TP out, trying to look for with a bit of vision with that tornado from the Wild Wing Ripper, but no, it's too slow. No way you find it.
Yeah, he's just making a lot of space this game, but I don't think VG are in any rush right now. They're quite happy to wait for their Slardar to respawn and then probably look for something.
You know, it's just
as a 5.
times like this where you wish you had a Timbersaw or somebody who can break the trees.
Yeah, a Bat Rider would be great. Like something with a bit better catch. Slardar at least has to know where the hero is. You know, he doesn't have flying vision. The hero blatantly needs buffs, I think.
Which hero?
Slardar.
Slardar.
He can't. He doesn't have flying vision like Bat Rider with sprint.
Dude,
It's
no way.
disgusting.
Dude, don't put ideas. Don't give ideas to Ice Frog. If that really happens, dude, I'm going to have to play against Slaughter every single game, and that's gonna suck.
Well, you don't play against it every game already?
Nope. In fact, I see it the other way around. I see Jug. I think it's because of the Jug Arcana. But now, IG, they pop the scan. They know what's going on. They are smoked up. They could just bump into them. Yang is there. They spotted him already, and they hurt the Monkey King Spring. Turns into a tree.
That's actually so annoying that you can do this. Because you have high ground vision over the trees, so if he's not in this tree crap, then you can kill him. But I mean, it looks pretty obvious when you're looking at it from a camera, but
Oh, hold on. Nice double crush coming out from Yang. Trying to bait out some extra spells. The Glimmer Cape will save Yang for now, so he won't get swapped in.
no, it's all about the Mexican standoff again. This is where IG had huge problems last time.
I thought the Mexican standoff was between XXS and Burning. Like, who's the real carry?
I could be misusing the term, but I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
hold on. They find Bobica. They saw him. Burning going to swap him out. Burning is really playing like a support this game right now. And of course, with the Wukong's command, everyone's walking in. Popping the BKB. Shadow Fiend did get stunned up, and the Laguna Blade won't be enough to finish off Chuan. Now he's going to pop the Requiem of Soul. He's not going to do that much though. But Ori, okay, now that is going to kill Bobica just at the very tip. Q should be going down here. Oh, VG Gaming, they may have just found a big opening in XXS with the borrowed time. He's going to try and burn down this Crystal Maiden. It looks like he won't even find it. The corrosive haze. He's going to dispel it with the Manta. Nice Manta dodge with the bash. And going to finish off XXS. I think this is it. Impetus.
Yeah, they have buybacks on these two heroes.
E-Ray not going to be enough. Yang gets the crush. That will be a kill. So they had buybacks on the Lina. They had buybacks on the Abaddon, who will now use it. But no buyback on Burning. No buyback on Bobica. Going straight to the bottom tier 3.
I have a feeling the Lena's not going to want to buy back. They probably want to wait for their Monkey King and sack their axe.
But it's too late. 2 lanes of barracks. If anything, they could try to force the issue for the Megas action. And alright, Chuan throwing out those impetus blows onto Q. They already took the melee barracks and they would just back off. Roshan's up, they can take that.
Yeah, that's the main objective for VG. Their axe is nice and all, but right now it's way more important to play the safe route.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
Because they're just seeming to get the better run of the fights right now. IG are the ones under the gun to make things happen.
IG, they even smoked wanting to get to the rush bit in time, but unfortunately they can't contest this. And if they fight around here, they're just going to lose this fight. They have the Aegis on Ori. Who took the cheese?
I think he took it as well.
And took it.
Like, yeah, so
Dire's top tower is under
Ursa has cheese.
Now they just have to push out the top, go straight for the tier 3 on the top lane. We'll see if VG Gaming can do it. They're this close to qualifying for Star Ladder.
Yeah, the game's definitely in their hands at this point. IG need to pull some really next level stuff. It's probably going to consist of some smoke wraparound before they hit the base. One of the best ways to catch people off is before they set up. However, they have no vision in this lane at all. So, it's pretty YOLO. And Chinese teams don't like that. Though, I think once they get to the base, there's no real holding it.
Lina's
They
just
have
trying to push
decent
out the
team fight,
lanes. If you can somehow get enough items for, get enough money for the Bloodthorn, I think that could be a game-changing item. But we'll see if they can hold this third lane of barracks. They need to hold this. I can't emphasize how important it is. Bobacar gonna turn into a tree.
Monkey things.
And Ori, of course,
Another slow
with
siege.
that attack range, they can start getting some damage up onto that tower.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Alright, so nice and slow, no rush. You can't even swap like one of them in because the Shadow Fiend is sieging, he has the Aegis to kill him off, it doesn't matter, everyone else just jumps you, he spawns, bam. So...
Yeah, the only heroes they're showing are the heroes that you don't want to swap in.
So it looks like they would just go straight for the range racks instead. They'll take it nice from there.
I think they more want to pick off. Like the same way they did this move earlier, IG weren't like exactly ready for it and they got a nice free kill. Worst to worst, they wait another creep wave. Because they're in control.
They're gonna wait, just check for ward, and they're just gonna wait in this choke point. But IG, they're playing so passive right now, they don't even dare to leave the steps of their own base. Even look at the bat and he's just like, I think I'm just gonna lay out Aphotic Shield, guys, it's fine. Oh, I like the smoke. I like the smoke maneuver. They're going in from the base. They put the ward down, but the sentry was there. They know that the ward, and they know that VG has smoked out. And look at how they're clinging to the left side of the base. They're hiding under the tier 4s.
And they're so subtle, right? Just dropping a ward in the base, stealing the Abaddon illusion. It's a nice attempt, but it was not the easiest thing to pull off.
This is like Jaws. VG Gaming are just like circling around, looking for their prey. Bunny gets the swap, but no immediate responses coming out from VG Gaming. The Wukong's command's gonna come out. They burn the Aegis ASAP, but now with the bashes onto end, maybe they can kill him off. No, he pops the cheese.
Oh, the bashes.
Ooh, the crits! IG! They killed the Shadow Fiend and the Aegis. That's big, and now they will have to back up. But now looking for the Primal Leap to the backline. It looks like they found HYM. Nice Striker raid, won't even need the Laguna Blade. Down goes Crystal Maiden. They want to give it away. Tried for the ultimate, but no, that's going to be 2 down. 3 for 0 if you want to be technical about it. But big stuff. They still hold that third lane of barracks.
Yeah, burning with the plays, swapping them in and isolating them away with the monkey ults. And then perfect bashes from, what are they called, statues?
Clones. I think they're just clones. Like, from the lore, they're just clones. Like, Wukong in Chinese mythology, that's just clones.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless of what they're called, they got some pretty good bashes and the Shadow Fiend melted. However, that was like an extremely coordinated fight from IG that VG really didn't have too much say in.
And this will be the tier 2 going down. Shadow Fiend does not have buyback for a full minute. And don't forget the Lina talents. They can actually get some serious damage here and take a first lane of barracks for the side of Invictus Gaming.
Diasa does have buybacks, so he can play a bit ballsy here, but I suspect they want to at least give up 1 Rax and wait for their Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, I don't think they have a choice. They have to give up a lane of Rax, but the tier 3 tower goes on. Nice triple crush coming in, and he's going to try and kill this Monkey King. But the swap out immediately. Bobacar now, it looks like he's dying again. No, he's going to turn to a tree. What? Young, Boundless Strike, landing on all 3 heroes. And nice big ultimate coming up from the Witch Doctor. Look at it go. Wukong's command now gonna come out again, and HYM goes down. The buyback is, oh no. Okay, it's gonna be 2 against 5. His IG actually just found an opening to win this game.
Throne, boys. Fuck the racks. Let's go for it. Go,
They're
go,
just
go.
going straight for the throne. They have to hold. I'm not even sure how. Okay, they have to try to do something up. They can. They might be
5
able to.
seconds.
But look at OP.
I don't
Look
think
at
they
the fire
can.
stacks. Can they?
Look at the Lina.
Look at the seat. The turbo towers are both down.
That's a dead squad.
The casket. Yang goes down and. Oh no, VG Gaming. Oh no, not like this. Oh.
Now that's a feels bad, man.
Oh my god.
I mean, they saw the triple crush and the nice chance to initiate, but they lacked their most important hero. Oh man, that is some clutch throw. Wow.
Dude, I don't even. I thought VG Gaming was right. I was about to say, okay, turns out IG was right. Chuan was left.
That's just such a sad way to end. Like, they're in control of the game for the most part, and then one sick defense from IG just leaves them reeling. They panic a bit with their defense, and all of their clean game 1, game 2, and half of game 5 go to waste.
Dude, look at the
Still,
PQ, look at the graph. Look at the graph in the scoreboard. Like, it basically it never left VG Gaming's favor. After that one defense, you can see it straight down. That was, oh, that feels so bad for VG Gaming, but really well played from IG to hold on to the last minute. And this is just Dota for you.
I believe that is Monkey King for you.
Monkey King as well, definitely.
And credit to Burning as well, because a lot of players who are carries would probably not realize the position they were in, and he sacrificed himself for his Monkey King, and well, he put himself in a really bad position. I don't think he died necessarily straight away after swapping, but he realized his role in the game. And half the reason the last fight went so well was like he bought a Ghost Scepter and basically played Sacrificial Lamb. I don't think he died doing it, but a lot of players wouldn't have fought like that. And he poured out the box, and I'm not sure it was entirely what gave his team the win, but credits to him. He definitely added to it.
He adapted really, really nicely to actually sacrifice himself to keep saving the Monkey King. That was some really big stuff. I did not expect that at all.
He basically played like a support from about the 15-20 minute mark onwards. And, you know, once you get into a role, it's really hard to like tell yourself, no, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be letting my Monkey King get creeps. I should be saving him. I should be way far back. Because at the end of the day, the Lina was the real one position here. If you look at the damage output, the Abaddon's on par with her, but most of that is Radiance. The main chunk of the damage was Lina right clicks and the Monkey ult.
So
I can't believe they won still. That was really insane.
Sick. All right, so congratulations to Invictus Gaming. They win this grand finals. They will qualify for Starladder 3-2 against VG Gaming. And of course, that will be the end of today's games. And if you guys enjoyed the cast, you have any feedback for us, you can find me at Hades.tv. Do show some love to my co-caster, PQMZ_, on Twitter as well. You know, he's tired. I think he hasn't slept for like, what, 20 over hours now. And he's been up just to cast this series with me. So thank you, PQ.
You're more than welcome, dude.
Any shout-outs?
Shout out to you for letting me join, and shout out to the teams for putting on a really enjoyable set. Kept me awake. Sorry that the casting got progressively worse as the evening, afternoon, morning went on. My bad. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless.
All good, of course, guys. So don't forget, if you do enjoy it, or you have any feedback, do remember, show us some love on social media. Of course, this has been brought to you by Beyond the Summit. We hope you guys enjoyed this series. We'll see you guys with future games. And of course, Hades and PQMZ signing out.